Yeah, I got my questions ready to go.
All right, Retro Jersey Podcast, episode.
Oh, we recorded? We live?
We live.
Oh man.
Got Larry in the building, AC. We got a 3-person pod this joint. So what's up, y'all?
Man, what's poppin'?
What the fuck is going on?
Man, I'm ready to get into some podding today. We got some good topics today.
Do we really?
Y'all good? I see AC got his good stuff. He good. Miles got his drink. Bet. So we're gonna start it off with the MVP race, the current MVP race. Mm-hmm. So number one, they got Joel Embiid. How do you guys feel about Joel being number one?
Go ahead, Miles.
Joel being number one, I'm not mad at it. Joel's playing the way that people want him to play, as far as taking the game serious. Dropping like 40 and 10. I think he did that 4 times this year already. Got a 50-point game earlier in the year. They're number one in the East, so I think that's appropriate. They're number one in that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Okay, AC, how you feeling about that?
I agree. What more we can ask out of Joel? So I agree. They are doing their thing in the East, and they are at first. So, and I feel like he has a big part of the reason why they in first. So yeah, he deserved.
Okay. So I'm gonna just read y'all the list right now. So they got Joel Embiid at number one. They got Nikola Jokic at number 2, and then number 3 they have Giannis. Like, do y'all think LeBron needs to be up higher, or y'all like who do you guys think should be up higher, like above Giannis or Jokic? You guys think anybody deserves to be up higher?
But we talking about MVP, right?
Yeah, MVP.
If you ask me, low key, I've been watching him a lot this season. For some reason, I don't know. This could be an argument too. I feel like James Harden.
James Harden, he's number 5 on that list.
Yeah, I feel like he should be higher than number 5, low key.
Okay, yeah.
I agree with that. I would probably put Donovan Mitchell at 3rd, behind or in front of Giannis.
Okay.
Giannis hasn't improved any from last year, so I don't think he should be in the top 3 again this year. There's people who have come up and have done a better job than they did last year. So Donovan.
Yeah, I agree with that. In order for Giannis to actually win MVP this year, I feel like he has to. He has to get out of his comfort zone. Yeah, right. You're right. As far as he's still playing the same way, I didn't see a lot of even though jump shots or just throw your opponent off. You know what I'm saying? Throw him off by doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to speak to Miles real quick, Donovan Mitchell, like in a lot of the standings, of course, it's coming from different places. Like Donovan Mitchell's not even top 5, which is very interesting.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
And for their team to be number 1 in the West, that is
that's disrespectful.
Yeah, and it's crazy because some lists he's not even on like the top 10, which is kind of crazy. Like I've seen, excuse me, I saw a list that had Rudy Gobert on that list and not Donovan Mitchell.
All right, so we got to create our own list then. We got to create our own. Yeah. Everybody not going to be looking for the right shit, honestly. So in terms of making the list, my top 3 would be, just to be in top 3, I would say Joel Embiid number 1, Donovan Mitchell number 2, and I'll have James Harden number 3. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How you feeling, AC? I like that list, though. I like that list a lot.
I would definitely. I have to put Don at number 1, Joel at 2, and James at 3.
Okay, same people.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So me, I'm definitely gonna. I gotta give it to Joel number 1.
I'll take that back, low key. Bro, I low key take that back. Far as I think Joel, I want to put D Book in there.
In MVP race?
D-Book been slapped on low key this season, bro.
That's an interesting take.
He been slapped on, bro.
Okay. That's interesting. So you would put D-Book over like LeBron, like people like that? Like LeBron and Harden for MVP?
I would put Giannis? I think I would put Book at maybe 4 or 5.
Okay. That's interesting. That might be a hot take. I'm not gonna lie. That might be a hot take, but we'll see.
Devin Booker, he's not playing well enough to be in the MVP conversation. He's not.
You don't think so? You don't think so, bro?
He's not there yet. He's on his way to being in conversation maybe next year, but it's too early to put him in MVP conversation right now. I don't think it's
Only reason I say that because I feel like low-key Chris Paul is whipping him up in shape to get to that point.
Yeah, Chris Paul has more MVP credits than Devin Booker in that case. Devin Booker hasn't improved to a point where he's become the most valuable player in the year. He's doing the same thing. Chris Paul has changed the team more than Devin Booker this year.
Right. So, I mean, you say he's doing the same thing. Shit. Giannis, you saying that he's doing the same thing. So, shit.
Right, but Giannis is already MVP. Devin Booker hasn't done anything this year to prove that he should be MVP besides getting Chris Paul.
It's true.
Yeah, I go with that.
So, yeah, too early.
Yeah, no, that's a very valid point. My MVP is Joel, number one. I like Yoke. At number two, I'm a super fan of Yoke, and like number three, it might have to be like James or Giannis for me. I do like Devin though. Donovan. Like I kind of want to put him in the top three, but it's tough. Maybe he could be that third spot, but Joel then Jokic. I think Jokic is having an amazing year.
I'm looking at you talking about MVP, the work that they have done individually.
All right.
If Rudy Gobert is on the list, Rudy Gobert is not there. He's not getting the points that Donovan Mitchell getting, bro. First of all, so how the fuck Don's not on the list? They number one in the West, the most competitive conference. So with that being said, bro, I think that is disrespectful from Donovan Mitchell not to be even on the list.
Yeah, it was some people's list. I'm not gonna reference him here, but I saw a couple lists that had him not in the top 10 for MVP voting. And it had some like Rudy Gobert. One had Rudy Gobert, which is crazy. But that's interesting though. Like, is Donovan being slept on? Like, do you guys think he's being slept on?
Most definitely, and I think it's part of the reason is because of maybe small marketing in Utah or whatever. I don't know.
So you think he's
only real basketball people gonna really fuck with him like that? If you watching what he's doing and shit.
Yeah. Okay, I dig that. What was you gonna say, Miles? You look like you had something interesting.
Donovan, he definitely is going to be slept on until he has those big time games. We always recognize that he's one of the great talents and definitely a star for many years to come. But like AC was saying, to the average fan, we haven't seen a game from Donovan Mitchell to make you realize who he is, whether it be in the playoffs or in terms of like a big matchup, him showing up in a major way. Last night, they lost to the 76ers, and I understand it's a good matchup, but he shot 12 for 34 from the field. You're not making
that's not good
when you do things like that, So
yeah. So speaking of the 76ers, is this year like if they don't win the championship this year, what's going to happen? Or do they need to win a championship this year for it to be valid, or is it like, what have Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid been doing this entire time?
Ask yourself this: how long that team has been together, bro?
What is it? About 5 years?
So if they don't win shit this year, bro, it's about time some motherfuckers gonna have to get bounced to move around and shit.
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying it's almost this year bust for them?
Yeah, for either or Joel or Ben Simmons at this point, one of them got to go.
Now that's real quick, Miles. I'll let you go, but that's real because of the talent that is in the East, like that they're gonna have to go through. So it's not gonna be an easy road to a championship this year. So do you think
but I feel like they can get some good, decent ass players for Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have them winning this year?
I'm saying if they don't win, then it would be a bust. Our team would have been a bust.
Okay, where you at, Moss?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. If they don't at least make it to the finals and be competitive, they're gonna have to blow it up. I would definitely trade Ben Simmons instead of Joel Embiid, obviously, because he's not even in the MVP discussion. Joel Embiid is, and you can I think me and AC were talking about this before. Trading Ben Simmons to Portland for Damian Lillard is a kind of a trade that works for both teams, honestly. Because I think the Portland Trailblazers are the similar situation where if they don't at least make it to the finals, they're gonna have to blowing also. So I think it's a good step for both of them.
That's interesting. I haven't been hearing about that trade, but I like that. Just a straight up 1 for 1.
Yeah, that's a win-win situation. Shit.
You could. I mean, if any side wants a little bit more, I wouldn't be opposed to throwing in like a Seth Curry, or if the Trailblazers or the 76ers need more, you could throw in like a, Derek Jones Jr. Like you could throw in pieces, but nothing that won't stop the deal from getting done. There's definitely both teams have enough to make the deal go through.
Just think about Ben Simmons and CJ McCollum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something.
That's
Damian
true.
Lillard, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, 76ers. This is the last year for them.
So let me ask you this: if the playoffs started today, hypothetically, for the 76ers, they would start off against the Toronto Raptors, and like how far? Basically, I'm asking how far would you see them going if the playoffs were to start today?
They need to go to at least the conference finals. If they get, I wouldn't be mad. I still blow it up, but they need to go to at least the conference finals.
What are the Nets at? What are they at?
Okay.
They would have to play in the conference finals, I believe, because they're 1 and 2 seed. So it will be them in the conference finals.
Yeah.
They lost to the Nets. I'm not mad about that. That's really the only thing they can't lose to. I mean, I'd be mad about it, really.
Okay, so if they lose to the Nets, you still got to blow it up, no matter how.
You got to blow it up still.
Okay, where you at, AC? You agree with that?
Yeah, I do, because like I said, it's 5 years and shit, and motherfuckers only gonna get older. So, if it ain't worked out within 5 years, bro, that's enough time for something to happen. Just like that Chris Paul dynasty on the Clippers and shit. If it ain't worked out for a certain amount of time, it's time to get that shit up.
Okay, no, I feel that. Okay, so that's interesting. Well, we're gonna have to see for the remainder of this year how well they do. I'm kind of in the same boat with you guys. It's hard to believe that they will have to blow it up because it's been going for quite a while, and they seem like they've been getting better and better. But at the end of the day, it's like, they're getting older. So you guys that's interesting.
They got to worry about. You talking about getting better and better. They got to even if they lose against Brooklyn this year, bro. That's bad, because even if it's KD and Kyrie and shit, bro, y'all been together, y'all had so much chemistry for 5 years, and y'all still can't get the job done. While this team, low-key, just whipped this team together and shit, and they're getting that vibe already, So, it's time for motherfuckers to go, bro.
Okay, bet. So keeping in the East, the bottom half of the East, I'm talking about going from 4 down to 10. Is literally 1 game difference between each of those teams. So what do you got? I'll read the teams out to you. So you got the New York Knicks sitting at 18-18 at the 5th spot. Charlotte Hornets, Miami Heat, Toronto Raptors, all are at 17-8. That's going 6th through 8th spots. You got the Indiana Pacers, Chicago Bulls, and the Atlanta Hawks, which are all sitting, or the Indiana Pacers and the Chicago Bulls are 16-18, and the Hawks are 16-20. So basically, there's only 1 game difference between the number 4 spot and the number 11 spot. How do you guys think this is going to end up?
Shit, like gonna be a lot of shit changing. Know that for sure. It's been like that all season, low key.
So, do you guys see Charlotte kind of progressing, kind of staying in that top 5 or top 6, or do you guys see them falling out, going, lower to like in a 10th or in an 11th spot?
I mean, this year with Charlotte, I feel like they're not even worried about that right now, bro. They saying that they have some price special with Melo, and they want to see for this year how it will go and shit. And it looks good for right now. It looks promising. Okay. So, I don't think Charlotte really care about this season, as far as like getting to the playoffs or whatever. That's how I feel.
Where you at, Mons?
I see Charlotte, Atlanta, and possibly Charlotte and Atlanta. I think are going to miss that playoff push.
Okay.
And I think it'll just even out, because when you have the Heat and like the Celtics, Indiana, they're going to get it figured out and become top half quality teams, even if it doesn't reflect in their seeding. So it's going to go back. I think it's going to revert back to the last 7, 8 seed being those Knicks, Bulls, in those last spots. But they have the play-in tournament also, so the 9th and 10th spots still have a chance to play in. So you never know.
Okay, so of those teams, who do you guys think will surprise you, or if any?
Who will be surprised out of all them teams that will make the playoffs?
Yeah, like to make it and actually may potentially do well. You got the Knicks, the Hornets, Miami, Toronto, Indiana, Chicago.
I'm gonna say the most surprising team out of that.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
The most surprising team out of the bunch. It could be me being biased, but I really do believe it's the Chicago Bulls. Just because they've lost 15 games this year by 5 points or less. You know, it's just like they're competing. We lost to the Suns the other day. We're up in most of the game. The Suns had to come back to beat us. Suns are a top 2 team. You know, and it's like we're playing well against all these top teams. Our losses aren't the same as other people's losses. Other people are losing by 40 points. We're losing by 2 to the top team. So I think in a 7-game series, we could surprise some people. I don't know if we'll win, but it might be like those baby Bulls taking the Boston Celtics 7 games, like those type of teams. That's like, oh shit, they got something in Chicago, you know.
So real quick, AC or Moss, if the Bulls were to get like that 8th seed, could you see them potentially taking on the 76ers if 76ers finish first? Like, what do you see that looking like?
We would have to make a trade for a big man. I think that's the only thing I'm expecting to do for a deadline.
With Joel, hell yeah.
Yeah, we need a big man because we get killed by Jokic and all the big man we get killed by. So I think we're going to trade Wendell Carter. If we get a legit or a decent big man, I think we can give the 76ers some go. That's the only thing that's stopping us from doing that.
Okay, I feel that. AC, where you at with like a surprising team in the East, bottom half?
A surprising team will be for me is low-key Charlotte.
Charlotte?
I say Charlotte because they like I want to say like one piece away. I feel like with the talent they have on the team, the young talent they have. LaMelo is, like I said, is proven that he could be a true point guard at an early age. This is his rookie year, so. Yeah, the Charlotte would be a very surprising team if they made it to the playoffs.
I kind of agree with that. I'm liking the Charlotte. I think Indiana will step it up, so I think they'll kind of be in that top 5, top 6. But like Charlotte is definitely a team that I was not expecting to see do as well as they are, kind of gel together like they are. Now I reckon they are like just as bad as, or not just as bad, but they're doing the same at the same pace as a lot of other teams in the East. So it's not really a good telltale of like who's better or whatnot. They're kind of all just filling it out right now. So it'll be interesting to see. I
will say that possible sleeper might be the Atlanta Hawks. They just fired the coach, and now they're 2-0 since the coach has been fired. Now, I don't think the coach should have got fired. Them being 2-0 is interesting. So that might be interesting.
But see, I already got the Hawks going to the playoffs, so I can't call them like a sleeper. I think they're going to finish in like the top 5, top 6, or maybe 7. They might be in that 7 spot, 6, 7. So yeah, I think the Hawks are going to be a very dangerous team to play come playoff time. But the surprise for me is going to be Charlotte to see how well they do. So going to the West though, we just saw Steph and Day battle it out. A couple of days. What was that? A couple of days ago, or a day or so ago?
Yeah, 2 days.
Who do you guys got? Who do you guys like more? One, who's better now? And 2, who would you, if you had to choose one of them to start a franchise with, who would you choose?
I think I would go with Dame. Because although Steph, set record with the threes, but I feel like Dame's is a more aggressive point guard.
Okay.
They both good at range, and but I feel like also Dame have better defense than Steph in a way.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what it really comes down to. Steph is. I'm not a big fan of people who are just shooters because you're going to become liability at some point. So Dame, I feel like it's more of a complete player than Steph. So I would take Dame.
Okay, so you guys are saying Dame is better now. If you had to start a franchise with them, who you taking? Dame?
I'm taking Dame because if I know, like majority of times to me, came up on top more in the playoffs than Steph did. Yeah, although Steph team might matter more, but Steph low key tweak a lot of times in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. He definitely has in the past. So
and
you got
Dame
them.
shows out, bro. It shows. Dame shows out. He bangs out, bro. He'll drop that point on your. He'll flag your ass. You seen him doing.
Okay, but where you at, Moss? Who you got doing better?
Yeah,
He do though. He do.
I got Dame for sure. Dame. I know it sounds crazy because everybody would assume people would choose Steph and Curry, but as far as a complete basketball player, Dame is that compared to Steph. So I'm gonna choose Dame.
Okay, so in terms of the playoffs this year, like you have the Trailblazers going further than Golden State.
Right now, yeah. And I said it because the Trailblazers. No, listen. The Trailblazers is still a more complete team than the Warriors are right now. Like
that's fair. That's fair.
It's still a threat, but they don't have Clay, bro.
No, that's true. That's absolutely true. Like it's tough. I personally, though, I got Golden State going further than the Portland Trailblazers this year. Now, Golden State isn't a shoe-in for the playoffs this year, but if they do make
mind you, I said this. Steph had some tweaking moments in the playoffs, bro.
He has.
So if he don't score, who the fuck else is gonna score, bro?
No, all eyes if the Golden State Warriors make the playoffs this year, all eyes are on Steph. Like they are all on Steph. And I mean, he doesn't have Clay, but at the same time, I guess you gotta make up for that. If you're really Steph. So
there's gonna be too much pressure for Steph, bro.
Man, we'll see. I mean, is CJ gonna be back for playoffs?
Yeah.
He most likely will, G. He most likely will.
Okay, for sure. I mean, it'd be interesting, but who knows if the Golden State Warriors will even make it? They're 9th right now. They're 2 games out of 6. Have an opportunity. But this is going to be a big year for Steph because he's getting up there in age too. So this might be one of his last true go-arounds.
Yeah.
Well, he was 34, 33?
I think it's like 33. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
You better stick in that shit. LeBron 36, bro. You better stick to us to the last go-around.
LeBron is a different breed. Like you can't.
Bro, you gotta do a lot of running around, bro. All you do is pop threes, bro. You straight, G.
No, Steph might be. He did just get swole too.
I gotta run and shit to get his baskets like in the paint, bro. Like he gotta earn that shit. Steph
he is also 6'9" with a 720 wingspan, and he's like
the nigga
260 pounds. Like, come on.
He's 36 though, bro. Them legs gonna be running out soon.
Yo, come on now. He's a different breed. Like he should be doing that.
No, come on now.
You should.
But you made it seem like you showing some got the last go around, bro. No, that nigga he popped threes, bro. Like he should be way more energetic than LeBron is, bro.
Oh man, energetic. Imagine, yeah, you're right though.
He should be way more turned, bro. He should be way more turned to LeBron.
Right. He should be though. He should. But yeah, it's it'll be an interesting year.
So yeah, the question I want to ask you is All-Stars East, your boy Trae Young got left out. Do you think that's deserving? Do you think that somebody else should be substituted for him? How you feel about that?
I think they made a mistake, but it's a fan vote. I mean, so
reserves is coaches.
Oh, reserves are coaches. I don't know then. I mean, they must not be watching the same games that I'm watching. So I don't know. I definitely who are some of the reserves that made it above Trae Young?
Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, James Harden, and there was one more person, Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely disagree with the list. Disagree with him not getting a nod. A little salty, absolutely. I would take out Nikola.
I don't think as far as like centers, as far as be a guard probably, like either Zach LaVine, Jaylen Brown, or James Harden.
James Harden. Yeah, so I mean, I would personally take him over Zach LaVine, but I understand why Zach got the nod. Yeah, absolutely. I
just wanted to hear him say it again. I was gonna see if he was gonna say it again.
Absolutely. Trae definitely should have gotten into the All-Star, but it's all good. We come playoff time, you gonna see.
because the Hawks are gonna make the playoffs?
Maybe I do think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. Not even maybe they're gonna make playoffs.
Why not, bro? Why not, bro?
What up? I got 25 right now.
I'm good on that.
You might have to offset your bets with ACL because Rockets are on a 13-game losing streak. I know Christian Wood is out, but they definitely not gonna make it to the playoffs. I don't think.
No,
what was our bet?
They done.
I gotta go back and watch the tape. What was the bet again?
The Rockets making the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah, not likely.
Not likely, unfortunately.
No, but we still got time. But what up though? I got 25 for the Hawks going. Y'all want either one of y'all want to take that?
Total, bro. I don't want to do that to you, bro.
bet. Hawks playoffs. They're gonna be a shocker. They're gonna shock y'all in the playoffs.
The Hawks definitely got to do something because they're definitely underperforming.
No, they are.
I don't know if it's like I don't know what's up with them. I really don't. I mean, I didn't expect the pieces to be that much anyway, but I did expect them to be playing better than this. Honestly.
I did too. I mean, I think they need to be playing better. Trae's had some games where he was just off, and sometimes they kind of live and die by Trae. If he has an off game, it's likely that they're going to lose that game. And sometimes in the fourth quarter, he does force it a little bit, and he can throw some very bad passes and kind of get his team out the game.
He's not ready for the playoff, then, bro.
You said what?
He's not ready for the playoff.
Bro, but we've seen when he's on, he's on. Like, that's the thing. He just has to
all the time, bro. Every day he on, bro.
You said what?
That's exactly beat that they're all every day.
I'm not going to disagree with that. He has been balling. Like he's been going crazy.
I'll ask you this, bro. If the Bulls can hold their own against the second seed in the West, you know, I mean, you'll get some teams in the West. You know what I'm saying? What makes you think that the Hawks will make the playoffs?
They're not playing. Firstly, that's not playoff basketball that they're playing. It's regular season still.
I'm just saying, period. That still would be too much for the Hawks, bro.
Let's really see what the Bulls. If we want to compare them to the Bulls, let's really see what they do in playoffs. So, like, the Bulls team is not being as cold, but when you have to play a team 7 games, that's not gonna work. Like when you have to play a team. Zach doing him like they're gonna lock Zach down come playoff time. They're gonna lock Zach down. You said what?
They're gonna lock Trae down.
But the Hawks are a better team than the Bulls, in my opinion. You guys think the Bulls are a better team than the Hawks?
They're playing than the Hawks for sure.
They're
right
better.
now. I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like the Bulls low key can handle more pressure than the Hawks, bro.
The Hawks they have the names, but they're not playing good though. So that's not playing well. Like I don't know.
But I mean, yeah, like I guess I'm operating if they're both of them at their max potential. The Hawks team is, in my opinion, better than the Bulls team. But you do have Zach LaVine. You said what?
I'm not even going off of max potential. I'm going off what they showed me. This thus far this year. Thus far this year, the Hawks haven't been anything special to watch at all. There's nothing. They've been underperforming a lot, you know. So yes, that max potential, they're definitely better than the Bulls, but I haven't seen them be the max. What do you think? What games were like the perfect way the Hawks would play? Like I wish they would play like this every night. I haven't seen that from them. Where it's like, oh shit, this team could be really disgusting. Like I don't ever see those games from them too much, you know. Where they can really hang their hat on something. I think probably the earlier game against the Nets, like in the second week of the season, I think they had a win against the Nets. That was pretty cool. But
hey, let's say this. Take Trae out of the equation, bro. Is the Hawks still a good team against the Bulls?
I mean, with Zach LaVine still on the team?
Take Zach out of the equation. Is the Bulls still good without Zach?
I think I would put them more closely, like at the same level. If you took out Trae and you took out,
but Zach. I feel like the Bulls are more competitive than the Hawks. If Zach,
I'll give you that. No, I'll give you more competitive. I'm not.
If Zach gone, bro, the Bulls not going, bro.
Nah, Bulls are definitely they definitely get real feisty. And I'm not knocking that because that is something special. But to Miles' point, I mean. Yes, the Hawks have had some losses, or like a lot more losses than wins, obviously. But when they were hitting on all cylinders, they were really hitting, like a game against the Celtics. When the Hawks, I think it was like 112. I'm trying to find it now. It was like 127 to 112.
Mm-hmm.
You said what?
Yeah, they had a good win against the Celtics. That's true.
So my thing is this: you said it won't work in 7 games against them, bro. So far, it shows that the Hawks not consistent, bro. They might get off the first game, but they might lose the next 3. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. They're still growing. No, they're still, or they should be grown, but they're still getting it together. I think. We got
me having Capella on the team, bro. That's a big help.
That is true.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got Clint Capella, John Collins, Trae Young, like Danilo.
Right. So with that being said, they're not doing what they're doing, bro. That shows you what the Hawks really are.
I guess I'm still operating under the fact that it's still early for them. It's probably not an excuse that I can't use, but I'm gonna use that right now. Like
mind you too. Don't let the Bulls get a trade, bro. That especially for a big man, bro. They definitely gonna fuck the Hawks, bro. They gonna fuck the Hawks up, bro.
All we need is a big man. Somebody that's
let them get a decent big man, bro. They gonna fuck the Hawks up. Cause Capella, he all right, but he not really. To me, he's not far. Like he's not good at certain.
He's not a big man. Like he's not a true big man.
True, that's true. But at the same time, it's other people in the league like Montrez. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have your moments and shit to prove what you good at on the team. I feel like Capella haven't really showed me nothing since he left the Rockets. Low key.
Okay, I mean that's fair. We just gonna have to see playoff time. We're gonna have to see playoff time. I did hear. Did y'all hear about potential trade rumor with Hassan Whiteside or Andre Drummond coming to the Lakers?
Yeah.
Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Who y'all think would be a better pickup for them?
I think Whiteside.
I feel you on Hassan Whiteside, but from a scoring standpoint, they do need points, G. So I would have to say Andre, because that's what I was thinking too. They need easy points.
Yeah, like Hassan, it would be nice, but they do need the extra points. Like if they didn't have to worry about having points from someone else, I would say Hassan too, because him on the defensive end would be perfect for what the Lakers need. Mm-hmm. And just the way that they play, like I think he would fit in that system perfectly. But yeah, I think Andre Drummond is a much better option. He'll just give you a little bit more versatility in how you score that they need, because they need it badly.
If they were playing the way they were supposed to be playing, then Hassan Whiteside would be perfect. But they're not. They got to change it up because
AD out. Because AD out.
True,
but AD hasn't been going crazy this year either, though.
True.
He's been playing very underwhelming like this year. So you got to take that into account too. Like those points are coming from him, and the injury he has, he's not gonna. That's an injury that you don't come back like confidently from. Especially at this age.
Big man too.
Yeah. So like, and he seems like he seems. I don't know how mentally tough he is, to deal with something like that. Like Kobe would or something like that. Not even to compare him to Kobe, but you got to be mentally tough to come back from an injury like that and play to your top potential without playing like hesitant or something like that. So we gonna have to see how he plays when he comes back. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to get into the Derrick Rose Hall of Fame discussion? Quick little revisit. Snap. You want to revisit that conversation because not that it's all based off 1 year, but like I
we gonna have to make this an extended cut or something.
Yeah, we can do that. It's up to you.
Yeah, I gotta wrap it up soon.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, no, we can definitely extend the cut. Actually that's cool because I'm gonna do some real research on that.
All right, we can get into the retro, favorite retro jerseys real quick then.
We can do that tomorrow though.
Yeah.
1 second, my bad.
Extend the cut joint tomorrow. But we can get into favorite retro jerseys. This one. I'm gonna choose the. I'm gonna choose the Jason Terra era of the Atlanta Hawks, where they have those red jerseys.
Which ones?
I remember
It
those.
was like a red. It was like 2002, 2003. It's like a red alternate jersey that they had.
Didn't
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they had some type of what's called on jersey, like the what's it?
Like a symbol logo, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I just know it was a red one. It was like NBA Live 2003, like that era. I know they had some.
I know what you're talking about. I know which ones you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna choose that one.
I'm gonna have to go with the Indiana Pacers, Reggie Miller, the Miller jersey.
Pinstripe. Nasty.
I'm gonna go with the Denver Nuggets jerseys, the ones that are all white and then they say Denver on them. They're like red. The Denver Nugget word is red. Y'all know which one I'm talking about?
It was like the 70s, 80s type of Denver Nugget ones.
Yeah.
I was talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta look that one up.
That's rare.
It's I'm trying to look it up right now.
What about that? What about that blue Denver jersey?
Like a
the one with the mining thing, the mining tool.
With different colors and shit on there.
Yeah.
Well, you remember the navy blue with the cursive yellow writing on them? Those were nasty. Those were nasty.
Yeah, those Nuggets were nasty. Oh, I forgot about that one. That was disgusting.
Saucy in those. But shit, make sure you guys follow Retro Jersey Pod on Instagram. I'll make sure I put the link below so everybody can click on that, follow, share the content and all that stuff.
Follow.
But shit. Make sure y'all follow, man.
Make sure y'all check out the extended cut episodes too. We got another one coming. It's gonna be the Derrick Rose Hall of Fame one. We definitely gonna have to get into that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 5-hour episode.
It's a 5-hour episode.
Put your limits on those. But shit. Until next time, it's been a Retro Jersey podcast. We out of here. Peace.
Sir.
Right. Peace, y'all.